Hi everybody. This episode is going to be on the logging that we're doing on our property, and it's a beautiful evening this evening. We are 1 week. This weekend is going to be the first youth spring turkey season, and then next week is going to be the regular spring turkey season. So I'm really excited about that. But we've been doing what's called select cut on our property, and we've been taking out logs, and you can see behind me here, this is just kind of a bit of our farmyard, and you can see the heavy woods out that direction. And we've been doing some select cut because we have some unhealthy trees here in Pennsylvania. The hemlocks are getting hit by a woolly aldehyde, and that is actually killing off some of the hemlocks. It's a lot more likely to kill the hemlocks if they're up on the top of a hill, which we're kind of down the bottom, but we're still getting some of the effects. So we're eliminating the trees that are dying out, and that way the younger trees that are doing well will be able to grow healthier and faster. And we're also exposing a lot of sunlight down to the forest floor, which is going to shoot up some new growth, which will in turn make feed for deer and turkeys. So I just took some random footage of what we were doing and using the skidder. And one of the things that I noticed about where we've been using the skidder is actually that the deer have been using that. It's quiet for the deer because it's down the dirt. There's no leaves. The deer are walking on that because they feel safer, and also there's no obstructions in the way. So we're kind of making a travel corridor for the deer with those paths. And we were thinking originally maybe we'll plant it, but the soil in that area is extremely acidic, and so we decided that probably best to let the sun cook that soil for 2 or 3 years before we ever try to plant it. And also that'll give me more of a opportunity to expand my knowledge about naturally creating habitat. So we're just going to keep them as a travel corridor. Eventually there are going to be plants coming up because there is sun hitting that, but the deer have definitely been using it, which is really exciting because commonly throughout the past on our property during the summer it's just a dead zone, and we don't usually see deer until I just had fish rise in the creek behind me. We don't have deer on that property until almost the rut. So I mean, the deer would travel through there, but during the rut that's when we would see the deer most of the time. But it's exciting because we're seeing more deer sign. There's more browse because we're dropping the trees and we're leaving the tops. And also we're just seeing more turkey sign too. I mean, that's kind of also in the back of our mind. I mean, deer definitely something for Pennsylvania. You want to have, there's not a whole lot of deer in Pennsylvania anymore, but the ones that are in Pennsylvania are healthy deer. But we want to attract some more of the deer onto our property, and by doing a good job managing our property, we can accomplish that. But as a side effect of that, we're getting more turkey sign. Actually, I got some footage of a bear on camera at a mineral site, which that was pretty interesting. But we're just seeing a steady increase of wildlife on our property. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If you're going to log, you might want to do a select cut instead of a clear cut. The reason that you do a select cut is because you actually have some trees. If you have nut-bearing trees or something like that that have good potential, you want to let them go so that they can become good logs later on, and also they can create some feed for the deer. And you just want to think everything through. You have to have a management plan for your property. You can do whatever you want with it, but you need to seriously look at your property and see the potential that it has and manage it wisely. We're stewards of this creation on earth, and we need to use it to glorify God. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And you know, I was really impressed with, I'd never used a skidder before. My brother primarily used it, and man, those things are strong. I mean, it really took me off guard because they were pulling out logs that were up to 45 feet long, and it was taking 2 of them, and they are big hemlock dense logs, which that was pretty cool to see. But things are coming together on our property. We're excited about it. Stay tuned and check out my page on the Outdoor Insiders. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully we'll see you next time.